What if you were told that your destiny was to become the enlightened one? This is the story of Siddhartha Gautama, whose birth was marked with predictions of greatness. A sage foresaw a future of enlightenment, asserting that Siddhartha was destined to illuminate the world. Raised in the lap of luxury, this young prince was shielded from life's harsh realities, living within the confines of high palace walls. But even the highest walls couldn't keep the curiosity of the young prince contained. What happens when reality shatters the illusions of an ideal world? Imagine a young prince named Siddhartha, who lived in a palace shielded from the world's pain and suffering. One day, curiosity led him beyond the palace walls, and what he saw shook him to the core. First, he met an old man, his body frail and bent with age. Then he encountered a sick man, writhing in pain. Next, he stumbled upon a corpse, a stark representation of mortality. These three sights were like a thunderbolt, shattering his illusions of a world free from suffering. But it was the fourth sight that ignited a spark within him. He saw a peaceful monk, radiant with inner tranquility amidst the chaos. It was a stark contrast to the suffering he had witnessed. This encounter sparked a profound realization in Siddhartha. The world was full of suffering, but there was a way to transcend it. And with this newfound understanding, he left his princely life behind. Thus began the journey of a prince towards enlightenment. Can suffering be ended, or is it an inevitable part of life? This question plagued Siddhartha Gautama, a prince who left the comforts of his palace in search of truth. His journey led him to the practice of severe asceticism, denying himself of all worldly pleasures in a quest to comprehend the roots of suffering. Yet, the answers eluded him. Starvation and harsh conditions brought him closer to death rather than to understanding. In a moment of profound insight, Siddhartha realized that neither extreme indulgence nor severe austerity could lead to true enlightenment. It was the middle way, a path of moderation away from the extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification that held the answers he sought. This realization led him to the shade of the Bodhi tree, a place that would become a cornerstone of his journey. Here, Siddhartha vowed not to rise until he had found the truth. Seated under the tree, his mind peeled back the layers of illusion that clouded human perception. He saw the interconnectedness of all life, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and the universal law of cause and effect. In this moment, Siddhartha became the Buddha, the enlightened one. His journey had led him to a profound understanding of the nature of life and suffering. Yet enlightenment was not a destination, but a journey of understanding the nature of life and suffering. What if the key to end suffering was in your hands? Let's delve into the profound teachings of Buddha, who believed exactly that. At the heart of his wisdom are the Four Noble Truths. The first noble truth is the truth of suffering. This doesn't imply that life is relentlessly full of suffering, but rather it acknowledges that suffering is an inherent part of existence. The second noble truth is the origin of suffering, which Buddha attributed to our desires and attachments. The third noble truth is the cessation of suffering. Buddha taught that by letting go of our desires, we can indeed eradicate suffering. Finally, the fourth noble truth is the path to the cessation of suffering. Here, Buddha presents a practical guide to achieving this cessation, the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is a roadmap to enlightenment, encompassing wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Wisdom includes right understanding and right intent. Ethical conduct covers right speech, right action, and right livelihood. Mental discipline involves right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness are not just elements of the Eightfold Path, but they are intrinsic values that Buddha emphasized throughout his teachings. They are the tools to navigate life, understand suffering, and cultivate inner peace. Buddha's teachings are not about following blindly, but about exploring and understanding the nature of our own lives. What if you could change the world, one thought at a time? This question epitomizes the enduring legacy of Buddha. His teachings, radiating like a beacon of wisdom and compassion, have illuminated the lives of millions across centuries. His profound insights into the human condition continue to inspire seekers on their path to peace and enlightenment. Buddha's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of his enlightened thought. Buddha once said, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." So subscribe for more because you won't find me later.